Hey! So we're about to go ahead and do Shawn's birth chart card reading now. Sorry it took me so long to get this to you guys, but thank you for allowing me to do it. So we'll go ahead and get started with Shawn's rising sign. Now, your rising sign is how you appear when you first meet people and in new situations. And it's kind of like the little sprinkle over your personality. So Shawn actually has his rising in 0 degrees Capricorn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read for Capricorn, but I'm also going to read it for Sagittarius because it is so close to Sagittarius that it might be more like a blending of these two energies somewhat. Okay, so Shawn, how you appear in new situations when you first meet people, and a lot of times you might not even realize this, is going to be in a Capricorn way. So this is engages respectfully, reserved and dignified aura, responsible, invested in career, goals, and status, may come across a little bit impersonal, and that would be the Capricorn explanation. So I'm going to read a Sagittarius too because I have a feeling it might be a little bit of a blend of those. So Sagittarius engages idealistically, needs to be active. They have a lighthearted aura, loves to explore, and they have bold and optimistic ideas. So those are kind of like two different energies where Sagittarius is carefree and kind of blunt and go with the flow, and Capricorn is more dignified and reserved. You do have that Capricorn rising, but at times might be a little bit of that fiery Sag come into play as well, and kind of blending those two together. So for your sun sign, which is probably how everybody sees you, how everybody knows you, how you want to appear to the world, you have a sun sign of Scorpio. So for Scorpio sun, this is exist passionately. Scorpios put their whole heart or absolutely zero into everything that they do, so it's all or nothing. Scorpios have a very cool transformative energy, so you're put here to transform things, whether it be yourself, whether it be other people, whether it be a business. Anything is about transformation and constantly rising from the ashes and becoming that phoenix time and time again. Scorpio seeks out depth and faces truth. They're complex with many dimensions and even perhaps a little bit sensitive. Okay, and then you have your sun in the 11th house. So the planets are going to be the type of energy that you have, and then the houses are actually the area of life where this energy plays out. So you have your sun in the 11th house. And the 11th house represents networks and support and friends and new ideas and innovation. So, and you having it in the 11th house, so you probably put a lot of energy into that area of life. And then the nickname that I have for this placement is the influencer. So you can see that the 11th house is represented by all of these social media icons or whatever they're called. So that's a big Aquarius type of energy, just getting out there and networking and getting with people. And believe it or not, you're actually a big influencer of people because you can be the one that is showing these new ideas and these unique and creative ways to do things that possibly people haven't thought about before. Okay, and then for your moon, so our moon, it represents our emotions and our inner self. And to me, it's really your more true self than your sun sign, as everybody knows you, because it's what goes on the inside. And you actually have a Pisces moon. So with Pisces energy, it's just like Beyonce says, this can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. So it's a very like dreamy fantasy type of energy. But the good thing is, like, you do have a choice of if you want to make your reality a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. So it's very important that you're cognizant of how you're viewing things, and you're directing that, and you're in control of your imagination, because we do bring that into reality, right? That's the law of attraction. So you can make it this life the most beautiful dream. Okay. And also too, like, you have the ability to tap into like the other side and the unseen, so you have the ability to dream what has never been dreamed before. And that, you know, in that type of energy, you can bring new ideas to this world, new ways of feeling about things, new ways of seeing things, just like new, brand new dreams. So to me, that's like almost what life is all about, and I think that's super cool. So to get to it, Pisces moon feels vividly. They are the creators. They're connected to the emotions of others. They're sensitive and emotional and could have escapist tendencies. So with that escapist tendencies, something that you can do with that is just make sure that the things that you're doing to escape are healthy outlets. So a lot of Pisces energy, like, I know, like, probably a man doesn't want to hear this, but like, it can be very good to just be creative and like maybe do artwork or do poetry or some sort of creative outlet that helps you kind of escape and tap into that dream world a little bit. And then you have your moon in the 3rd house, which is the house of communication. So that's how you're going to emotionally connect, that, because the moon is the emotion. So believe it or not, is actually through communication that you can get that that emotional fulfillment. And this is the intellectual connection. So next up we have your Mercury. So your Mercury is how you think and communicate. And you have this also in the Scorpio energy. So we'll go ahead and read that. So Scorpio Mercury speaks directly. They're gifted at finding the source of a problem. They're observant. They can read between the lines, and they dive deep. So they can be an exceptional researcher, taking nothing at face value. Okay. And then you have it again in the 11th house. So Mercury is exalted in the 11th house. That means it's in a very good place. It loves to be here. So with all of this energy, with all of this type of energy, I imagine you could really be thinking of brand new ideas and brand new concepts a lot if you gave yourself some time, some quiet time to allow those ideas to come into you, right? But anyways, the nickname for Mercury in the 11th house is the human computer. Next placement we have is your Venus, and your Venus is how you love and what you love, and you have a Libra Venus. And you can see here Libra is represented by the scales, the balance scales. Libra is all about balance, fairness, justice, and then Venus is about beauty and love and things like that. So a Libra Venus, also Venus is at home here, so this is a good placement for your Venus. Probably nice to have that. So this is loves artfully, keeps the peace, non-confrontational, can choose the middle ground, needs a balance and power, and loves relationships. So the area of life where you apply this energy the most is going to actually be in the 9th house. And you can see the 9th house is represented by a backpack. I have it listed as the house of wisdom. Wisdom comes from going through experiences and going through things. So the backpack is about like just getting out there and traveling and going through things and experiencing things and seeing all that this world has to offer. So that's where your love is in the 9th